Blessings in abundance, blessings in abundance, blessings in abundance. How are you doing on today? You know exactly who this is. Jasonllewelynmiller. Check that spelling, right? So I'm here today, and on today it's going to be very short, very sweet. I'm not going to take too much time. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for your time, taking the time to listen to this. I know a lot of you people, and I say you people, I mean people in general. Sometimes we like to see results before we actually take action, and it's like the cause and effect theory. You know, there's a cause and there's an effect. What I think about when I think of that is action and results. Like, there's some people who follow the wave and follow the trend, and then there are those who create the trend. Who do you think are most profitable in the process? The people who follow the trends that are created, or the people who create the trends that people follow? Who do you think makes the money, or the most of the money? Just a thought. I want you to think about that, because the reason why I wanted to ask that question is because on today in December, yes, we are in December, and wrapping up this year, it's the last month of 2022. I wasn't gonna date this, but I figured, you know, let me put some character and some substance to today, or some significance behind it, right? So the significance behind the day for me personally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, is about giving back, like I said, and serving our communities. So in doing so, one of the things I want to do today is for every time for our office in Hollywood. I know I've invited you guys to come out to our office in Hollywood. So if you guys do come out to our office in Hollywood, just so you know, not only do we have our Wealth and Wine on Tuesdays, but on Wednesday nights we have a very special presentation where we actually go over what is called life insurance retirement plans. Okay, so we have some of our experts who come in who actually take the time to break down the products and services surrounding life insurance retirement plans. So if you're just a person who wants to understand the product and services and solutions behind life insurance, so what can I do, how can I leverage it for my business, how can I use it to protect my family, how can I use it to set up a tax-free a corporation for my family, how can I use it to then set up a trust for my children, how can I set up a tax-free retirement, life insurance retirement plans. You want to find out about index universal life insurance and those kind of products that in these times are safer because they guarantee return and guarantee zero losses. Then please take the time out to reach out to me, hit me up, and I'll make sure that you get the information regarding LIRP, life insurance retirement plan. And don't take my word for it. You can actually Google right now, LIRP. Google it. Yeah. Life insurance retirement plan. So this is especially for people who are independent contractors, people who are 1099, people who are contract workers, people who work their own businesses, people who don't have a retirement plan set up, which is a lot of small business owners, people who are here on the hustle, on the grind. You holding up the family, you're the breadwinner for your family. I have a question for you. If you are the breadwinner of your family right now, and you do not have a life insurance policy in place for yourself, or you do not have a life insurance retirement plan for yourself or your family put in place, let me ask you one question, one singular question. Not only is it hard enough because you have to be the one to go out to make the majority of the money. So if you don't work, the family don't eat in some cases, so you can't afford to take time off or days off. But even more important, if something happened to you, God forbid, on today, where would your children be? Where would your family be in 6 months? Would they still need to pay rent? Or would they be able to buy a brand new house? Would they be worried about paying the bills? Or would they be living tax-free? Would they have to do a GoFundMe to bury you and to then try to get money to then survive? Or will they be able to put up a plaque for you and in your name, and a big picture on the wall in the family house for everybody to see? Yeah, it was you. You changed your legacy. It was you that decided, yo, no matter what happens to me, I'm gonna make sure that my children are millionaires if I die early. God forbid I die early, but if I die early, I'm gonna set up a trust for my children to make sure my children are set. Because if my dreams don't manifest with the dreams and goals that I'm building right now for myself, God forbid something happens to me, I want some living benefits so that I can take care of myself. So that if something happens to me and I can't go out there and get it anymore because I got injured or, I'm not able to do some of my normal daily functions, I have benefits that are coming to me that can help me live a quality of life, pay my bills, and still give me my my death benefit if in case something happens. These are things we got to think about in these times. So this is all I want to come here and talk to you about today. So again, who is more important and what's different? The person who set the trends or the person who followed the trends? Let me tell you something. The trend I would like to set for our community is that in our community, we're the community now that just like you hear about the Black Wall Street and you hear about the Rosewoods and you hear about the what happened in Oklahoma, right? What I wanted to talk about is for us as a community, us on a whole, minorities on a whole. I'd love for us together and empower ourselves financially to leave a legacy for our children. Make us be the Generation Z, the millennials. Let us, the millennials. I'm talking to the baby boomers and the millennials here. If you're Generation Z, this might not appeal to you because you are on another level. And I understand. I love you just the same. You support my music. You support my clothing. You support my shoes. You're good people. And I mean, God loves you just the same. And I love you because God loves you. You're here. You got a purpose to manifest. And, I pray that God gives you the strength, courage, and vision to manifest that vision inside of you. And you have the boldness to follow your dream and manifest it to the glory of God. That's the same thing I'm doing here. But for me personally, what I love for us to do as a people is to make it important. Please, let's start making it important to make sure that our children have a legacy. Not just that we do everything for them, not that we pay for everything for them. Let's teach them the importance and the values of money. So when we leave them an inheritance, ladies and gentlemen, we know that that inheritance will not be squandered. In these times where attention span is very short and distractions are limitless on the internet and on the smartphone, please secure your family's legacy. Secure your family's future. Life Insurance Retirement Plan, LIRP. Google it. You don't have to take my word for it. But I promise you, if something happens to you today, you and your entire family, if you have one of those in place right now, your family will be thanking you. And every member of your family will remember your name. Either two reasons. We're remembered for two reasons, ladies and gentlemen. The problems we solve and the problems we create. No matter what you do in life, you'll always remember for two things. The problems you solve and the problems you create. If you had to die in a sudden or today, what problems would you solve for your family if, God forbid, you were no longer here? Would you be able to completely solve their financial problems forever? Would you be able to secure their legacy, making sure that they have a trust set aside? Would you be able to have a life insurance plan with the living benefits to take care of your family for yourself? Would you be able to have a trust in place that will give them tax your retirement? Or what problems would you create for your family? Would they need to then start a GoFundMe page? Would the family be squabbling and borrowing and begging money because they'll start fighting and bickering amongst each other because there was no plan in place to fight over your estate? Especially if you're an artist or you're a person with some kind of significance. You'd be amazed the amount of artists and independent people with notable people. And I mean, you see, look at Takeoff. Like for real, Takeoff was just at a dice game and he's no longer here. XXX. I mean, all of these people, and I'm not talking about the Trayvon Martins or those guys. And I say those guys, meaning they're just like us, regular people who are shot in the street, but because they don't have policies, they don't have any protection, they did not have a plan in place. The family was set to then have GoFundMes, and the insurance companies never had to do a thing about it. As a matter of fact, the insurance unions protect the police departments. But because we don't have any coverage, we don't have any insurance companies fighting for our freedom and our rights. So we matter. So let's make our lives matter, people. Let's insure our lives to ensure that Black lives matters. So we will never again ever have to say the slogan, Black Lives Matters, because guess what? When we insure ourselves for the millions we believe and know we deserve, and we invest into our family's future by putting aside those finances, and we teach our children how to master and manage and understand the power of money, guess what we do? We change a legacy, and we can create a brand new history and change the legacy of our family's name forever throughout history. Don't take my word for it. Look at the Rockefellers. How you think they got there? Think that's all by chance? Hold on. McDonald's got started from a cash value life insurance policy. Yeah, Walt Disney, cash value life insurance policy. J.C. Penney, cash value life insurance policy. I can go on and on and on, but I just want to let y'all know, if you don't get started and learn to yourself today, you're going to be the one wondering, why didn't I do this all along?
You heard the phrase, be your own bank. More and more people are starting to become aware of the power of building your family bank through life insurance. And right now my agency is looking to train a few more individuals on how to help families with indexed universal life.